Is your art business scalable? How fast could you grow? Today, I would like to talk about the scalability of your art business. Good afternoon, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about scalability and what exactly is scalability. Obviously, from the word, you can see that is the ability to scale up your business. Many traditional fine art professionals, they don't ever think about scaling up their art business. And what they do, they close their doors, they work in their studio very hard, 40 hours a week. They work all their life and they could produce perhaps 2 or 3 original works of art every month. And they just try to sell their price higher and higher in order to get more money for their bills, to cover the costs. And the problem is they can't hire extra people, they can't expand their brand very fast, and because they don't have a strategy to scale up. Look at the successful artists in the art world, for example, Ron English, Kaos. They all have a scaling strategy and they have a big team of professionals working towards these goals with a plan. If you want to be successful, dominate your market, make your brand famous, and just to become successful artists, making hundreds of thousands of dollars, you need a plan to scale your business. And that's why you need to watch this video, watch until the end, and let me know what you think. The first thing you need to think about when you scale up is team. You need to have a good team of professionals to work on this project together. Like yesterday in the video I talked about, you need to have a team that covers different functions, for example, accounting, law, business management, marketing, and production, anything and everything. You need to make a list of your own art business and to see what kind of people you need. And in order to scale up, you need to start small and think big. That means you start with a very small team of 2-3 people, and from there you need to slowly add people, recruit people in your team so that you can grow in the direction you wish. For example, you start with perhaps an art manager, you start with perhaps a marketeer, and then the next step you need maybe is an e-commerce specialist or social media marketeer, and you just recruit them, and it's very important to be able to pay for your team. Nobody will work for you for free because they have to eat too. So make sure you can cover a minimum wage. If you have very good friends and they're willing to work for you for free, at least you should be able to cover the cost of living, the rent, the food, water, the basic stuff like transportation, pocket money, and make sure they have a means to live and sustain their lives, because nobody owes you to work for you for free. You don't have slaves. It doesn't work the traditional way and to say, go ahead, you sell my art, you get 50%. This way doesn't work. It works with the art galleries because they are your channels and they are businesses. It doesn't work like this in your team. The next thing you need to think about is the market share. You need to be able to sell more art in the market to get money to feed your team. So it's a bit like chicken and egg thing. So how to sell more art in the market? Of course, you can produce more original works of art, but this doesn't work if your production is quite limited. You don't hire 20 young artists to work for you like Damien Hirst. Maybe this is not what you want to do. Go ahead, sell art merchandising, because you can grow infinitely. You don't have a limit. There's no capacity issue. You just upload your original works of art, the digital file, to Society6, Redbubble, this art website, or you can also build your own e-commerce through Shopify, Printful, and things like that, and have your team manage that. And you can sell an infinite amount of art merchandising, art prints to your fans, to the collectors, and there's absolutely no limit. You just have to think about the strategy to expand, to get more money. Once you have the money, the next thing you need to think about is managing your cash flow. The way to spend the money you earn. You can spend it wherever you want because you're the owner of the business, and you can say, okay, let's go and have a party. Let's go to have a trip overseas. Of course, those are great ideas to give dividends and, to give a rise to your team. But you should think about perhaps reinvesting this money instead of spending it, reinvesting it in your business so you can grow. For example, you can recruit the next specialist to join your team so you can grow faster, or you can invest in marketing so that your brand is more well known, you can sell more art merchandising and get more money, and then guess what? You grow exponentially with reinvesting. And of course, you can say, okay, I have to, give dividends to my shareholders to make them happy. So perhaps they're happier with me, they will reinvest in me. You are the boss, you decide the strategy. But look at Amazon. Amazon is a large company, it's a successful company globally because they decide they want to reinvest in their business so that they can grow and they can beat their competition. And if this is what you want to do, make sure you manage your cash flow wisely and reinvest a fair amount of money into your business. Of course, growth is not everything. I'm not trying to push your business into some kind of growth monster like Mogwai. You touch water, it split. You touch water, it split. You don't have to grow like crazy. You can grow responsibly, sustainably with your own way. Perhaps you're okay with the current scale right now in your current market, current situation, and you don't want to grow right now. You want to have a plan to grow in the future or grow into a different market, maybe a different country, a different cultural region, perhaps a different kind of art product like sculpture instead of painting. Fair enough. Just make sure you have a plan to grow. Many traditional fine art professionals, what they do is they just become solo artists. They are in their studio and they paint all their life, and guess what? In the end of their career, they pass away, they leave a lot of artworks and some savings to their children. That's okay if this is what you want to do. But if you want to enjoy what you have built while you are still alive, you need to scale a little bit so that you have the extra profit to enjoy your life with, and also that if you want to feed your team, guess what? Your team can live with a minimum wage when they are 20. Guess when they are 40 years old, they have to send their kids to school. They have to have more money in their life to enjoy life. And you need to think about scaling even responsibly, sustainably, in a way that you are living comfortably and you make the call, you're the boss, and you just have to make sure that your shareholders agree with your growth strategy and make a plan, and make sure at any time you have a plan at hand. This is all what I want to say about scaling your art business today. If you have any questions, leave me a comment below. I will get back to you ASAP. And tomorrow I'll talk about different topic. Click on like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.